conversation. Silver and black talk got the whole nation waiting. Weekdays live and you know how we go. This the Lunatic Raider show. Tap in, we stay mobbing. Update the squad, break the news when it drops. Rumors, headlines, yeah, we covered a lot. 3 p.m. West, 6 p.m. East, we on gold. This the Lunatic Raider show. Raider Nation, let's roll. Pull up on the stream, yeah, the nation in the room. Silver and black on my back like a full moon. Breaking news hit, we don't wait, we react. I'm the voice of the nation, put the truth on the map. From the locker room leaks to the rumors in the wind. If it's Raiders or Lions, then you know it's locked in. Monday through Friday, yeah, we cracking it live. Raider fans worldwide, all tapping in the vibe. Top your cars, Lunatic, got the city on tilt. Al Davis torch lit like a legacy built. Ain't no sugar coat, we keep it raw, keep it real. Silver helmets, black shields, that's the code, that's the feel. Hit the live stream, nation slide with the quickness. Every rival talk loud till they end up on the hit list. Rumor on the line, yeah, we break it with precision. Them cut stats up, every show's a new vision. Letters against the platform, the truth fits. We don't do soft takes, we deliver the real hits. From the draft to the field, every play, every quote, we the pulse of the nation. Every hater gets smoked. 3 o'clock west, 6 o'clock on the east. When Lunatic Raiders speak, conversation increase. Put respect on the shield, this the nation's heartbeat. Silver and black on the track with that West Coast heat. Raider Nation stand tall, stay ready, stay bold. Catch us weekdays live, let the story unfold. From Vegas to the globe, let the whole world know you tuned in to the Lunatic Raider show. And we mobbing. Raider, yeah, we run the conversation. Silver and black talk got the whole nation waiting. Weekdays live and you know how we go. This the Lunatic Raider show. Tap in, we stay mobbing. Update the squad, break the news when it drops. Rumors, headlines, yeah, we covered a lot. 3 p.m. West, 6 p.m. East, we on gold. This the Lunatic Raider show. Raider Nation, let's roll. Pull up on the stream, yeah, the nation in the room. Silver and black on my back like a full moon. Breaking news hit, we don't wait, we react. I'm the voice of the nation, put the truth on the map. From the locker room leaks to the rumors in the wind. If it's Raiders or Lions, then you know it's locked in. Monday through Friday, yeah, we cracking it live. Raider fans worldwide, all tapping in the vibe. Top your cars, Lunatic, got the city on tilt. Al Davis torch lit like a legacy built. Ain't no sugar coat, we keep it raw, keep it real. Silver helmets, black shields, that's the code, that's the feel. Hit the live stream, nation slide with the quickness. Every rival talk loud till they end up on the hit list. Rumor on the line, yeah, we break it with precision. Them cut stats up, every show's a new vision. Letters against the platform, the truth fits. We don't do soft takes, we deliver the real hits. From the draft to the field, every play, every quote, we the pulse of the nation. Every hater gets smoked. 3 o'clock west, 6 o'clock on the east. When Lunatic Raiders speak, conversation increase. Put respect on the shield, this the nation's heartbeat. Silver and black on the track with that West Coast heat. Raider Nation stand tall, stay ready, stay bold. Catch us weekdays live, let the story unfold. From Vegas to the globe, let the whole world know you tuned in to the Lunatic Raider show. And we mobbing. Lunatic Raider, yeah, we run the conversation. Silver and black talk got the whole nation waiting. Weekdays live and you know how we go. This the Lunatic Raider show. Tap in, we stay mobbing. Update the squad, break the news when it drops. Rumors, headlines, yeah, we covered a lot. 3 p.m. West, 6 p.m. East, we on gold. This the Lunatic Raider show. Raider Nation, let's roll. Pull up on the stream, yeah, the nation in the room. Silver and black on my back like a full moon. Breaking news hit, we don't wait, we react. I'm the voice of the nation, put the truth on the map. From the locker room leaks to the rumors in the wind. If it's Raiders or Lions, then you know it's locked in. Monday through Friday, yeah, we cracking it live. Raider fans worldwide, all tapping in the vibe. Top your cars, Lunatic, got the city on tilt. Al Davis torch lit like a legacy built.
Ladies and gentlemen, may I have your attention, please? 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Welcome.
They're here. Rise, my nation. Gather around and prepare. Our pride will be restored. Our shadow will fall with wicked damnation. Rise, my nation. Rise! This is your nation. This is our nation. This is the Raider Nation. Can you dig it?
What is the deal, Raider Nation? Hey, y'all miss me? Lunatik is back in the building, man. Welcome to another episode of the Lunatik Raider motherfucking show right here on Raiders Allegiance, where I do it, we do it our way. You feel me? Like, you can't get it done your way, but we gonna do it our way. You dig? Shout out to everybody that's pulling up, man. The world's most dangerous chat is in the building. We're just gonna wait a minute. Got on here a little late, man. I know y'all missed me the last couple of days. I got big things that I'm working on that it takes my attention to. I'll let it all be known once I get done with it. It's not Raiders related. It's just some stuff that I had on the back burner for a while I focus on other things, but things are being put back into motion. So yes, indeed, we'll get into that one day when I'm ready to expose it to the world. But anyway, shout out to the world's most dangerous chat. I appreciate y'all, man. Thank y'all for pulling up, man. We got Raider BL in the building. Salute to you, my guy. I hope all is well on this Thursday. Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed. Who else we got in Showcase Rule in the building, man? And you already know what he's dropping on your forehead.
Matter time. There you go. There you go.
See, some of y'all thought I was going to say balls, huh? Nope, that's not what he's putting on your forehead. He's putting these Raiders right here, right on your forehead. Raiders, you dig? Let's go, man. Let's go, man. We got S.A. Big Dog in the building, man. Salute to you, my guy. Hope all is well with you. Thank you for pulling up. Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed. Eagle Terrier 207 in the building, man. What it is, what it was, and what it always shall be. One nation. That's right. We got Mike G in the building, man. My guy, man. Salute to you. Hope all is well. We got RDF 281 in the building, man. Salute to you. Hope everything is gravy with you. You feel me? Yes, indeed, man. We up in here, man. Who else we got up in here? We got Alec M in the building, man. Following it up, man. Putting them Raiders on.
Matter time. There you go. There you go.
We in here. I know a lot of people like, see, we ain't got a lot of people in here right now because they ain't seen me in the last couple of days. But it's good though. It's good though. We'll build it back up. It's not really a lot of stuff positive we could talk about. We could look to the Denver Broncos. Some people don't want us to win. Some people do. Me, truthfully, we not good enough to win. That's why I said we don't have to tank. Hey, God gonna put us in a position to win. And sometimes the position that it takes to win is gonna look ugly at the beginning. Like, damn, in order for us to do this, we gotta do this. Ain't nobody going out there on the field and half-ass put out a product that can jeopardize the next contract they earn, whether it's with the Raiders or whether it's with another team. Let's keep it a buck. Oh, and then also we gonna talk about how some of these guys within the media is calling out a certain individual who said inside information that the Raiders are screening questions when Pete Carroll and Geno Smith and them come to the podium. They've been out there talking about this, and I know what they talking about. Hey, like I said, I don't have any inside information, so I can't act like or purpose. You know how back on the block in the days, I don't know if some of y'all hood wise in the hood or whatever. It don't even have to be in the hood. You know how we used to say back in the day, motherfuckers be perpetrating? You know what I mean? Like perpetrate, like you'll get a motherfucker that perpetrate like he's a big D-boy and got all this paper and all this work and it just basically is wolf tickets. Hey, that's some content creators selling wolf tickets to y'all. You know what I mean? Just to get y'all to subscribe, like, and share. But hey, to each his own. If you're gullible to believe in Santa Claus, the Tooth Fairy, the Easter Bunny, then hey, I'm not gonna ruin it for you. I just know I told my son none of that bullshit exists. We just do it to make it fun. I said it's just like Halloween. You know goddamn well you go into a haunted house. There ain't no such thing as a fucking mummy. There ain't no fucking vampire. There ain't no werewolf. So we just do it to make it fun. You gotta tell the people the truth, man. You gotta tell the people the truth. But some people don't. Their mental is not really developed to the point of being able to understand the truth. So you got media people that's really inside, that has inside information, that's telling y'all, for whoever's saying that they're screening our questions at these pressers is full of shit. And it's more than one person that's saying it. I done heard Hondo say it. I done heard Q say it. So either these motherfuckers are all in cahoots and be like, you know what? We're gonna all say it didn't happen. We know who we talking about, but that, like I said, I'm not gonna be the one. I'm not whack 100. I'm not the exposers. My job ain't to expose you. My job is to give the people the truth. The truth serum. And some motherfuckers gonna sell you bullshit just to get you to follow them. Sometimes, remember the Pied Piper used music to lead the rats out of the town? Well, some motherfuckers use lies to lead you their way. You know what I mean? But just be cautious when you cross the street. Don't just look to your right. You better look to your left as well, because the motherfucker right behind you might be the one to push your ass out in the traffic. Just let that be known. Let's continue on, man. So shall we, man? Shout out to the world. All right. Our Raiders take on the Denver Dick Donkeys. That's their new name. The Denver Dick Donkeys. You know what? Should I do? You know what? Fuck it. Let's see what we can come up with real quick, bro. We can play some old shit. We gonna play some old shit. I know Fuck Your Team Friday. Should I do one tomorrow? You know what? It's been overdue. I've been so like, I don't get depressed, but at the same time I don't get like on some shit that ain't you feel me? So I know we play Denver. We hate they punk asses. I agree. But like I say, I keep it within reason. Like, I want my team to go out there and do good, but after seeing the first games that we done played already, is there such thing as our team doing good? Like, the games that we won this year are games that you caught New England the first game of the season. Now New England only lost one other game besides that? Playoff bound? You know what I mean? Possibly could be a contender for the listen to that. New England possibly could be a contender for the Super Bowl. Who would have thunk that after we did what we did to them week one? Not that we beat the shit out of them, but we went on the road week one and beat them. Who would have thought that? You know what I mean? But it is what it is. And the second game we won was the team that's right now in first place of getting the number 1 overall pick and who only has 1 win on the season. The Tennessee Titans. So can we really be like, well, at least we won? Bro, them 2 wins is like, god dang, if you can't get those wins out the season, we couldn't win against Cleveland, against Shador Sanders on 1 week of preparation. We couldn't win against, who else out there? Look at Chicago. 1 year, like I said, a 1 year turnaround can't happen. New England and Chicago on our schedule did a 1 year turn, like a total 180. Total 180. You go from being shit and being top draft pick contenders last year to being possibly winning your division. That's why I always had optimism about our team. Like, we could do that shit, but you gotta have the right things in place. I can't be mad at Tom Brady. Why I can't be mad at Tom Brady? Because the decisions that he did want to go with made perfect sense. Made perfect sense. He wanted Ben Johnson. How does Ben Johnson look with Chicago now? With a second-year quarter. And look, New England and Chicago, they both got second-year quarterbacks. and a new coach this year. See, that's all. Maybe we gonna need our quarterback and we gonna need our coach. The only reason why I don't think Pete Carroll has time to rebuild this. Spytek is fine. I leave Spytek there. Leave Spytek there. Because we can't say that these guys, these rookies that we drafted ain't going to be productive if we don't give them an opportunity to be productive. You know what I mean? Like, we're not giving them an opportunity to be productive. So how can we knock them for not being productive? So like I said, man, it might be a time. And Mark Davis, I understand you want to win now. And a lot of times, I'm about to be in the middle and show you what could be going on here. I know fans aren't always 100% in the same direction with each other. Some say, oh, we want let Geno play another year. Some say get rid of him. Some say get AOC. Some say Kenny Pickett. There's a lot of different directions that the nation could take you in. And then they're all entitled to their own opinion. That's factual. Now, the thing is, which direction of the nation is taking you in the right direction? Doesn't mean another direction doesn't mean it's a right direction. Like, going away from Pete Carroll, is that the right direction, or is that just a direction we just need to get rid of Pete? Now, my thing is with Pete is long in it, like real long in the tooth. You know how like some men say older women are cougars? Pete Carroll would be a saber-toothed tiger that don't exist. You know what I mean? That's extinct. You know what I mean? He'd be a saber-tooth. He's beyond being a cougar. He's like in a whole nother, like, no, bruh. So what I'm saying is, on the spectrum of him being able to turn this around and rebuild, now from day one, they should have had the pecking order correctly. So I blame the higher ups. Whoever, Tom Brady, wanted to go outside of the GM and bring in your own offensive coordinator. Now, the direction that Tom Brady was going was one I can agree with, because you look at it now, hindsight being 2020, you can see that, okay, Ben Johnson might have been a right decision. And if they could have got Matthew Stafford with Ben Johnson, that could have been something to be like, oh, okay, now we cooking with peanut oil. Not grease, peanut oil. Why peanut oil? You know, you deep fry your turkeys in peanut oil because peanut oil don't burn. Yeah, I'm just let y'all know that's why your turkey be nice and moist. It be at that temperature that's going all up in the breast. Who don't like breast? Even breasts like breast. But the idea that what Tom Brady had in, you know, the direction, now that we're looking at, because look at LA Rams with Matthew Stafford. Man, we knew what Stafford was, and we see what Ben Johnson did with Chicago. You put Ben Johnson with Matthew Stafford, now you got something that you're looking at like, okay. It didn't work that way. But AP had a good idea as far as what he wanted to do last year. He wanted to go after, well, we know we thought we had the offensive coordinator and what's the name that came from Arizona that's with Washington now, as well as the quarterback that Washington selected was what Antonio Pierce wanted. So if you would have got them two together, which we seen, but you know, injuries and shit is tearing Washington a new asshole. But I kind of like I want Tom Brady to stay out of it. You're a minority owner. Stay out of it. Let the pecking order occur. We don't have the correct pecking order. You can't have a GM, but your coach can exceed what the GM says. Like if the GM said, I think we need to draft him, and the coach, nope, we need him. You're not the evaluator of talent, man. Come on now. Now, I heard Hondo say, and it's true, that when Pete Carroll does have control of the team, he can turn the franchise around. Now, in that instance, if you're gonna let a coach and GM, why even have a GM? Remove the GM then and let the coach do that then. But don't have a GM in place but your coach can oversee him. That doesn't make sense to me. That's like, okay, I'm throwing a party, I got security there, but the guest oversees the security. What the fuck I got security there for if the security don't matter? If the guest is right over, like, no, I'm getting in with this bottle. No, I'm getting in with this gun. And the security guy be like, okay, if that's what the guest wants. It does not, the pecking order is retarded. Yes, I said retarded. Who else we got up in the building, man? I'm not bueno in the building, man. What it is. Hey, salute to you, man. I appreciate you for pulling up, man, for real. And I agree, RDF, 100% with you. We're not winning shit. We're not winning shit. And there's two things you get out of playing the rookies. One, you can see what they are. Two, you can allow them to develop into what you thought they could be. Let the rookies get in there and play, bro. What is it going? We're not going to win without them, and we're not going to win with them. It just is what it is. Let me see. Make sure everybody in here is included, man. Unfortunately, being only gave. You know what? Alec, you make a good point. But here's the thing, though. I don't think it would have just been see, like, you can entertain me, but what if I hear something that, like, ooh, that, you know what I mean? Just give me an opportunity to talk to you. And hopefully the words that are coming out my mouth are flowing like the river Nile. It might strike something within your eardrum to make you be like, oh, shit. Okay, I'm listening. You gotta make them listen. They're hearing you, but they're not listening. You want to say something and approach them with some. Now, picture this. Would it have been different with Ben Johnson with the Raiders if Matt Stafford agreed to go ahead and be traded to us and we had Matt Stafford? If we had Matt Stafford and we brought in Ben Johnson to be like, look, we want you to be our coach. We want you to be innovative with the offense, and this is the quarterback you have to work with. That might have changed his mind, like Matt Stafford over, because you didn't know what you had with Caleb anyway. You see year one when nobody was impressed. It was Ben Johnson that brought out year two. What could Ben Johnson and a Matthew Stafford combination look like? And you got a Brock Bowers. You got you a Genty. You got you a Michael Mayer. You got you a Trey Tucker. You got you a Thornton. You got you a Besh. And then at the time, we also had Jacoby Myers. What would that have looked like to Ben Johnson that had an opportunity of going to Chicago, or the Raiders saying, this is what we'll give you. You come here. Would Matthew Stafford be the tipping point? And Brock Bowers in an offense that he's an offensive-minded head coach that will want to come into and be like, I got Matthew Stafford and Brock Bowers and Jacoby Meyer that didn't drop a pass last year, and compared to Caleb Johnson in Chicago that was trash? Sometimes you can persuade somebody into your lane. Like, no, the lane you going in, bro, yeah, that might look good, but look what we can give you. And that might have opened Ben Johnson's eyes to be like, you know what? You motherfucking right. You motherfucking right. All I need to do is get you in the building. That's how the mentality of the Raiders were back in the day. If I get you in the building, you're not leaving without signing. Because you got to go all in. And it's not going all in with promising you like, oh, we'll give you a Lamborghini and you can stay free at the MGM. No. We talk about on the football field. This is what I can give you if you come here and sign this contract. Oh, Chicago giving you $6 million, I'll give you 7. They're giving you 8, I'm giving you 10. As long as you can get them, you got to be able to entertain them. If they never step foot in the building, you have nothing. But you bring them in the building, your game plan is to make sure he does not leave out without a contract. That could have worked out in both teams' favor. But it didn't work out that way because we did not have a quarterback. We're selling them. Geno Smith came later because you remember Matthew Stafford was who we was after. Geno Smith was later. That's why I'm like, Geno Smith was not the first choice. Neither was Pete Carroll. So if you're going after your secondary and third options, what production do you think your third option was going to give you compared? Like my first option is like, nigga, this is my dream team. My first option, I'm putting together a dream team. And then that falls through. And now your dream team is starting to dwindle down. Like, okay, well, at least we can have a productive backup, a secondary plan. But your secondary, no matter what you prepare for, your secondary plan is not going to be anywhere comparable to your first. Your first intentions was to have Ben Johnson with Matthew Stafford. That would have been some shit. Now, with hindsight, looking at it, we see what Matthew Stafford is doing and Ben Johnson. So now we're looking like, okay. You know what I mean? We didn't want to go after Vrabel with New England because we knew he was going to bring McDaniels. Josh McDaniels, they was going to bring him back as the offensive coordinator. We didn't want to bring him back. Look at New England with Josh McDaniels as offensive coordinator under Vrabel. You got to have people that knows how to use certain. Here's one thing. Let me break this down. This is a life lesson right here. Some people get misconstrued the differences between using people and misusing people. To be used is not a negative. Vrabel knew how to use Josh McDaniels. You know how we said, oh, he's a better coordinator than he is a coach? Factual. With Vrabel, it would kind of be awkward to bring back a former coach you fired back as offensive coordinator, but at the same time, that could be a telltale sign of you telling him we believe more in your play calling than we did in you being a coach. Sometimes shit just ain't meant for you. You're not meant to have a bad bitch with fake ass lips and tits. But you might be deserving of a woman that's just natural and can cook like a motherfucker. You come home to a clean house every day. Your best interest is in her heart. Rather than a woman that's your best interest or her best interest is in your pocket, in your wallet. See, you gotta be able to sort through the laundry. You gotta separate the whites, the colors from the whites. Damn, that sounds segregated. But you gotta separate the colors from the whites in your laundry. So the colors don't bleed into the whites. Ain't that a bitch? Damn. But you gotta have people at the helm to be able to know how to do that. Like know where everybody's position is. You gotta have a good coach. Pete Carroll's a good coach, but you gotta allow him to be able to place the pieces where they belong. You know, you got your offensive coordinator that probably trumped him in what the offense was, a GM that might get trumped sometimes by the coach, Tom Brady, a minority owner that can trump the GM and the coach. You got too many fucking hands in it. I'm gonna tell you what this reminds me of. It reminds me of Oakland, California before the Raiders moved to Las Vegas. The reason why Oakland could not get a new stadium built for the Raiders is not because it couldn't be done. It's because you had too many hands involved. The land that was owned where they wanted to build they want to do a new stadium for the A's and the Raiders on the same land. But here's where things got a little quirky. The land was owned and controlled by not only the city of Oakland, but the county of Alameda. So you had Alameda County and Oakland, California, the city, all owning and controlling one land. That's like if I own some property and you own some property together, who's going to be right in the decision making as far as what to do with that land? You might want to build a farm. I might want to build a whorehouse. You can either go to your farm and get lettuce, tomatoes, pickles, strawberry, all that shit grown, but all I'm gonna give you is ass and tits that you can't take with you. You know what I mean? Like, when you got two people that's equal partners, it's kind of hard. The partnership only works if you guys share the same goal. So the Raiders, is Tom Brady's goal as far as what he sees needs to be done the same as Spytek and Pete Carroll? That's where it starts getting complicated. You know what I mean? We gotta be able to sort the laundry. We gotta sort the laundry. Too many cooks spoil the gumbo. Hey, that's why I'm the only one making the motherfucking gumbo. I don't want to help. I don't want you cutting up the bell peppers, the onions. Don't make the roux. Don't go get me the shrimp, the chicken, the andouille sausage, the crab leg. No, I'm doing everything. Because not just do I want to have control of what I'm creating, I don't want to be mad at you for fucking up what I'm creating. You know what I mean? Because if I get mad at you, you're going to feel a certain type of way. That's why I like doing shit on my own. I don't want help, because if you can't help me in the way that I need your help and you fuck it up anyway, you might not fuck the whole thing up. You might just fuck that instant up. I'm going to be mad at you. I'm going to be mad at you. I'm get away. You know what I mean? It's kind of like having kids. Your kids want to help. They fuck up. You get mad at them because you know fucking up sets you back. If I'm making a gumbo and you fuck up my roux, I gotta do the shit all over. Give me the flour, give me the oil. I gotta do the shit all over again. You know what I mean? So sometimes I like to do shit on my own, because if I fuck up, then I have myself to be responsible for that. I don't want you to be responsible, because then I'm gonna be mad at you for fucking up. I'm gonna call you all kind of dumbasses. Get your dumb ass away from over here. You know what I mean? But the Raiders got to build the correct pecking order. Your ownership just needs to own the team. Tom Brady should not have no fucking say so. And I'm gonna say this. Some people may not agree. Yeah, you were a great player. You never was a coach. You never was a GM. You're a minority owner. You was never an offensive coordinator, a quarterback coach. You was never none of that shit. It'd be different if you worked your way. Al Davis worked his way up. Al Davis wasn't an owner at the get-go, but Al Davis was a coach. He was a commissioner. He had all this knowledge that he learned before he became owner. Tom Brady was just a quarterback. Why in the fuck are you letting a motherfucker that only played quarterback have such a strong say? Because of his namesake? Because of his namesake. Just because his last name is Brady and he got 7 fucking rings. As a quarterback, not as an owner, as a quarterback. Mark Davis, do the shit the right way. Let Spytek, if we're going to move on from Pete Carroll, let Spytek get his coach, let his coach get the coordinators, and so on. It has to be a pecking order, or there's no order. There's no order, period. That's the shit that gets at me, is the fact that you letting somebody have a strong say that's never done a GM positional decision making. You never was a head coach. You never was an OC, a quarterback coach. You was never none of that shit. You was just a joke. No, I'm about to start rapping. You know what I mean? So if we're going to get back to what we need to be, we got to do it correctly. You got to do it correctly. Stop hiring your coach. Stop putting the fucking cart before the horse. That's what we've been doing. You're putting the cart before the horse. So now you got the horse pushing the cart rather than pulling it. It's not going to work. It's not going to work. You've been trying this shit. You've been trying this shit. Let's stop let's stop the insanity. Stranger Things 5 available now on Netflix. Second load of the shit comes out on Christmas. I'm a big fan of Stranger Things. And right now we're in the upside down. We are in the upside down to all my Stranger Things cohorts out there that enjoy this show. Twan in the building. Salute to you, man. Thank you for pulling up. Everybody wants to be a chief and not enough Indians. Hey, let's say that shit. You know what I mean? Once we get the pecking order right. I like Spy Tech. I like the tree that Spy Tech comes from under. I like the additions that Spy Tech added to his crew. Okay, you added people from Philly and Denver, and you come from Tampa Bay, and you guys all have won. Okay, use that wealth of knowledge. Now do the team the correct way. Let them hold interviews to get the coach that we need to lead this team into the future. We know Pete Carroll's not the future. Pete Carroll's not going to be here in 10 years. Think about it. And in the last 10 years, we only got 1 playoff appearances and no playoff wins. Come on now. What you was trying to do, we thought it was smart until we start seeing and hearing everybody who was involved in this shit, who had more say than the next man. It's like a snake eating its tail. It's just, you would think it just never stops. So until Mark Davis decides, you know what, we're going to take some pains right now. Spike Tech had his first draft. Was that all his draft picks? Was all the draft picks Spike Tech made, was that all his choices? That's the questions we need to ask. Were these his guys? Or were we trying to, soothe the prostate of Pete Carroll? Pause. You know what I mean? Like, oh, Pete, you want him? Got him. Rather than the coach saying, look, this is the kind of offense I want to run. This is the defense I want to run. I need these kind of players on offense. I need these kind of players on defense. Can you get me the ingredients? Spike Tech, noted. I'll go in the draft, I'll go in the free agency, and I will get you those guys. Rather than somebody strong arming me, putting my arm behind my back saying, no, pick him. Okay, well, I'll pick him. And the ownership is nodding off on it, like signing off like, yeah, do what he told you to do. And now look at us. We're worse now than we were even last year. And the year before. And the year before that. Even under Josh McDaniels, we were not this bad. And under Antonio Pierce, we were not this bad. John Gruden was the only one that seemed like had us on. We were on the incline. Like, okay, every year he won more games than the next. And then the punk ass NFL, and I hope John Gruden stick it to the NFL. Fuck them. Fuck them for allowing another owner from another team that was being investigated to try to distract you by giving you some leaked emails from fucking 10 years ago. You dumb son of a bitch. The NFL commissioner should be caned and whipped in public. You're a dummy. You allow the motherfucking, and it came to the point where the owner of the Washington Redskins was so bad, you forced him to sell the team. John, go get their ass. Go get their ass. Go get that. Make them show every motherfucking email that was ever in this motherfucking investigation from the get-go. Hopefully, and they'll find all the ones that everybody's going to step down. Owners of teams, general managers, commissioners, any of y'all have motherfucking emails from 10 years ago that was saying some fucked up shit, all y'all need to lose your motherfucking job too. It seemed like as soon as we get something cooking and something going, oh, here comes some bullshit. Well, now the bullshit's on you. Deal with it. Team Gruden. You know what I mean? Fight the power. Yeah, Gruden, go get they motherfucking ass. Put they ass over the pit. We gonna rotisserie they ass. Especially that old weak ass fucking commissioner. Get his ass up out of there. Get his ass up out of there. And before I leave, man, hey, shout out to all the players in the Players Union. They came out with an agreement of what type of field to be able to play on. They get a say since they're the ones risking their health out there on either turf or grass. They get to choose what type of grass and turf. They're still allowed to have both because indoors, outdoors, everybody's not going to be as prestigious as the Raiders to be able to have natural grass inside. Or Arizona, they do the same thing. But the players get to vote on the companies that make the highest quality of, like, the grass. There's different types of grass. They get to choose that surface, and they also get to all vote on the surface for unnatural grass, turf. So they get to choose the companies that they can go through for that arena to go ahead and have that field made from. So that's a good movement. They should have done that a long time ago, since this is the play field that they play on, and their health and risk of injury is on those fields at times. Because I remember Philadelphia used to have a horrible field. Oh, I used to hear bad things about that shit. And then some fields was like playing on concrete with just like artificial turf on it. You know what I mean? It's a lot of shit, man. But shout out for them, man, getting that shit done. I'm gonna get my ass up out of here, man. Let me see who else in here before I get up out of here. I don't want to forget nobody. Alec M in the building, man. Salute. Oh, you said Chip Kelly was trying to get canned? See? Fuck. Yeah, league hack job for real. Chris Shula. There's some names out there, like I said, we need to go young. We need to go young, up and coming. That's the next thing we need to do. This experiment blew up in our face. It didn't work. So let's go out there and find a young up and coming. I say get an offensive coordinator mind who has a good rapport with other coordinators in the league on the defensive side. Go get you a young head coach that can go get his offensive and defensive coordinator to build this identity. Because I think we got more weapons on offense than we do defense. But go get us a brilliant mind on defense too. Go get us a guy that can that really has a good strong strength. Strong strength. You put them two together, they mean strength and strong is the same shit. But a guy that has a strength in being able to build. You know what I mean? So I think that might be a prosperous next step for the Raiders. After Pete Carroll, we call it LAP, life after Pete. LAP. Come sit in my lap. But hopefully we get it right, get the pecking order correct, get the right young mind in there, go into the draft, get the quarterback we need, go on free agency, plug the holes on the offensive line that's needed, get some good hitters up in here. We got plenty of money. I heard Hondo talk about some guys that in free agency that, like, the center from Baltimore will be a free agent, corner from Kansas City and Seattle. There's a lot of guys out there in free agency we need to take a look at to really let's jumpstart the future. That's all we can say. We're nowhere near being a Super Bowl contender nor a playoff contender. So let's start now. Get these young guys we got drafted under Spy Tech. Let them guys get out there and get the development they need to see exactly what we have in them. Caleb Rogers, he deserved to be out there. Charles Grant, you may not think he's ready. You don't know until you put him out there. You know what I mean? We signed Brennan Rice, the son of Jerry Rice. I don't know how that moves the needle, but sometimes a new scenery and the right system can do a lot for your career. Period. So with that being said, man, I'm going to get up out of here, man. You guys enjoy your Thursday. I might do a show tomorrow. I leave town Saturday. There will not, well, I never do a show on the weekends anyway. Except for I try to do game day morning with the nation, but not this weekend. So you guys enjoy. I might not be here tomorrow either. You know what I mean? I got to do some packing. I got to do a lot of running around. Got to go get my son because we're all catching a flight early Saturday morning. Me, Peaches, and my son. So we'll be out of town this weekend. Be back Monday. So hey, you guys enjoy your weekend. Be safe out there, man. Hey, and remember, if nobody loves you, fuck them. I'm Lunatic Raider, and like I always say about this time, I'm out this bitch. Ha ha!